Started Method Marketing here on YouTube. We're so glad you could join us. My name is Karen and this is my husband Trevor. And today we're going to be talking about why marketing should be a priority. Marketing is the generous act of helping someone solve a problem, their problem. And we love the guy who said that, Seth Godin. He's like the guru.
Yeah, he is amazing.
Yeah.
One of our favorite marketers and people that we learn a lot from, for sure.
Yeah.
Now, quick stat for you. Only 29% of people who want to talk to a salesperson to learn more about a product, while 62% will consult a search engine. So, how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
That was a stat from HubSpot.
So business owners feel the same way about marketing as they do about visiting the dentist. They get around to it only when they start feeling the pain.
100%. So what are some questions that people might have about marketing for small business?
How important is marketing to small business?
And marketing for small business is so important. A lot of people who start a business think about serving the customer is most important, but one of the top reasons that businesses fail is the inability to attract the right customers and enough of them. So that is the number one reason why businesses fail. So the number one way to fix that is marketing.
Yeah, it's the lifeblood of your business because it brings in the sales.
Absolutely.
You can't continue without those sales. So how much time and effort should be put on marketing?
That's a good question. With time, you should dedicate some time every day, at least an hour, I would say, when you're just starting, an hour a day. And if you can't do that, at least dedicate one time during the week what is just solely talking about marketing, focusing on your marketing efforts that are out there. Yeah, absolutely. You should definitely dedicate some time towards doing that on a daily if you can, especially in the beginning, and then weekly for sure.
And the best way to do that is to schedule it in.
100%.
Yeah.
If you don't schedule it, it won't get done.
That's right. What is a good budget for marketing and advertising?
Good budget. Now, you'll hear a few different things out there. Some people are saying 2% of your gross, when really if you're in the growth stage and you really want to do something significant, you're looking between 5 and 10% of your gross revenue towards marketing and advertising. That's where you want to be. Some people, if they do the bare minimum, really they're not going to accomplish much. If they are able to maintain the status quo, that's good. But it shows, just statistics show that people who are serious about growing their business and want to actually build it and get more customers, they're in that between 5 and 10% range.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some of the top marketing priorities that businesses should focus on?
Well, number one, if you have not done it yet, if you have not gone to Google My Business and set up your Google Places location ID, you need to get that done. That is for free, and all you have to do is go to google.com/business, click start, and then just start.
Put the answers in.
Start filling out all that information. Answer the questions, and then you'll get that location. You'll get it verified. They send you a postcard. There's a couple of different ways for verification, so it depends on where you are in the world. But typically, they send you a postcard. You enter the verification PIN number, and boom, you're off to the races. Yep. And then it's just a matter of optimizing that, so adding pictures and doing posts on your Google My Business listing, and then the all-important holy grail is get reviews. That's the first place to start. After that, it's figuring out your unique selling proposition, right? Figuring out what your business is all about, your values. What problem are you solving specifically? To whom? What is your vision for your business? What's your mission? And write these things out. Make sure that you've got them all right now. And then from there, what are your company's values? Without these initial building blocks, anything you do, you're going to have to redo. And then you're wasting more time, more money, and then what comes after that is frustration. And nobody likes that. Nobody likes to be frustrated in their business. Yes, you might be a cake maker, but who's your audience? What kind of cakes do you make? What makes them special? What makes you better than Safeway or Costco or any of these other bakeries where anybody can get baked goods? What makes you stand out? And you need to figure out that before anything else. Before you do any logo design or any crafting of that stuff, you need to figure that part out. So that's a long answer, but that's what I would say.
So when would it be a bad time to buy advertising?
A bad time to buy advertising is too soon. Bad time to buy it is when you haven't figured out your problem, vision, mission, values, your differentiating factors, and really figured out what your brand is all about, and you're buying advertising. Well, you're going to, number one, it's going to be more of a spray and pray type of advertising. So just send all kinds of messages out there in all different formats and changing logos and changing names and all these different things that I've seen people make mistakes in doing because they think, oh, I just got to sell some cupcakes so I can continue going on. I'm using the bakery analogy. But really, when you are paying for advertising too soon, you're just wasting money. There's opportunities that you're missing. And I know it sounds strange, but if you're too early to the game, you just need to fold your money back up, put it back in your pocket, focus on the important stuff. And only after you've gotten 40 Google reviews and you've got a ton of content ready to go for your website, only then would I even think about starting to advertise.
Okay. If a business is desperate for sales, can marketing overcome those immediate needs?
I'm going to say for most businesses, the best thing to do is dial for dollars. You're going to have to make up that dream 100 list of people that can make a difference in your business today, or who you could sell to today, and start emailing them, calling them, and doing whatever you can to get in front of them in order to sell more of your products and services. So in the case of the bakery, who's going to be using your baked goods more? So you can talk to, moms groups, you can talk to daycares, you can talk to event planning places, right? And just dial them up and say, hey, I've got this amazing company and we make the most amazing baked goods. I'm going to bring over a sample to you. Do you think that I could set up my business cards and, we can work out an arrangement where anybody who comes in and they need cake, whether it's for a wedding or a birthday party or an anniversary or retirement party, that we can get a referral from you. And just go from there. Just start dialing for dollars and going for it. That's the best thing to do to take care of immediate needs while you're building up all your content for your website and your digital marketing.
Why should marketing be a priority?
Well, if you don't make marketing a priority, like we said, it is the lifeblood of any business. And if you're not spending time creating content and thinking about your marketing on a daily basis or a weekly basis at the very least, then you're going to go through the slumps. You're going to have times where it's high and you've got lots of sales, things are going good, you're working on serving the customers, and then you're forgetting about marketing, and then oh my gosh, before you know it, you're way down here and you're like, oh my god, I don't know if I'm going to make payroll, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pay for any of my products, I better start marketing again. And then you're back up again once you start marketing and selling. And to avoid going up these up and down cycles, you have to focus on it. It has to be a priority on a weekly basis to make sure you're taking care of those things.
So when can a business owner relax on the marketing initiatives?
Never ever.
Short answer.
Short answer, never ever stop or relax.
No.
You might want to rejig or maybe pivot, think about where your dollars are going, and once you get some data back, where your dollars are best spent. But as far as stopping, you should never stop.
Yeah, it's hard to build that momentum. So how many times do people need to see a message before they take any action?
Well, there's a few different stories out there. There's a thing in marketing called the rule of 7, where it takes at least 7 times for someone to acknowledge that there's a message there for them, that you're saying something. And it can take up to another 8 to 12 times before they actually make a sale. So it takes a lot of impressions for people to make that decision to buy from you.
Okay. what kind of automation can be put into place to help with lead generation and lead nurturing?
Very good. So with automation services, once you are established and you're starting to create advertising out there, whether it's through Google, pay-per-click advertising or something, you can actually start retargeting people who have visited to your site. And that kind of happens automatically. You don't have to think about it. It just happens, right? So somebody who has visited your site or interested in your product at any given time, there's a pixel that tracks them, and then if you're set up on either AdRoll or Google Display Network advertising, they will target those buyers and put your message back in front of them again. Because why? It takes at least 7 times for someone to acknowledge that you're advertising to them, and then from there they can make a decision. Other types of automation is when a lead comes in, that you send out an email, or they can be subscribed to an email list for you, and then you just send out or create a drip campaign where you're continually sending them out relevant information that they will want to hear about your business or service. So there's more than that, but those are just a couple of examples.
Well, thanks for joining us today. That's it about why marketing should be a priority. Subscribe to the channel and like the video if you like the content. Bye.